Hello family, my name is Chris, I'm your home gamer dad, and welcome to a tabletop simulation showcase for So You've Been Cursed, the latest in the LudiCreations 0 to 2 player games, and also designed by Scott Almus, who actually designed So You've Been Eaten, which I have covered previously on this channel. So this is like a, it's not like a sequel to So You've Been Eaten, so it's like more the next one in the line of games. We have So You've Been Eaten, now we have So You've Been Cursed, and I can definitely see in the future, because I believe LudiCreations gone on record in saying that they want to be the corner market for the 0 to 2 player games. We're going to see more So You've Beens in the future. So You've Been Cursed is basically a Jekyll and Hyde style of game where one side is the wizard and the other side is a werewolf. And ideally what you want to do is the wizard over here will be moving around town, collecting potions and other fancy things, heading back to his lab in order to create a cure for the curse that has befallen him. And what is that? Well, at night, he changes into a monster, this big werewolf. And so then at night, when it's the monster's turn, they ravage around the little village, eating villagers, eating sheep, and causing all types of havoc. Now, in the main game itself, the wizard and the monster are actually the same pawn. You would take it and flip it over, and boom, there would be the monster on the other side, whereas the wizard would be on the front, because that's ideally what it is. When you're playing as the wizard, once you're done with the wizard's turn, it's then the monster's turn, and they begin on the same space that the wizard is. He changes form in the middle of the night. I've said Jekyll and Hyde. That's exactly what this is. Two sides to the same character, each having their own goal in order to be the dominant force. The monster wants to make the curse permanent, whereas the wizard wants to get rid of it. Now, again, this is a 0 to 2 player game. This being on TTS and everything is still, I would consider, prototype for all this. So some of the rules and concepts and things like that may change by the end of it. But this is currently on Kickstarter. If you want to go check that out, there is the link in the description below. And for here, I will be doing the wizard versus the ravenous beast. So this is going to be my AI. This is going to be who I play as. So let me do a quick setup here. We'll head over to the board and I'll show you how to go and hopefully try to break this dreaded curse before the wolf eats everyone in the village. Ooh. All right, so here we have the board all set up for our wizard versus the Ravonous Monster. Now, if you've seen any other playthroughs or how to plays or anything of this and everything, you may wonder where are these pieces that would go in these little squares. They are not used when you are using the Ravonous Monster. The Ravonous Monster can literally go almost anywhere it wants. It's limited to how far it can move, but it can go over these things no problem. The thing is that as the wizard, if I were to leave a district, now you may notice on the map here, we have a few different colors. This is like a whitish green, this is a dark green, a yellow, orange. If I were to leave any district through any one of these road paths right here, road connections, I would need to pay a gold in order to do that, or a coin. The wizard really needs a lot of coins in order to do a bunch of things. So that's just one way to use coins. The main way to use coins is to buy ingredients from the various villagers, as you can see here on the map. Now, these were all randomly placed. I pulled them all from the little bag of villagers here. There's still 7 left. There are 20 spaces on here, and there's a wide range of colors. You have your yellow merchants, your white butchers, purple nobles, black hunters, green farmers. So you got, what was the brown one? The woodcutters. Woodcutters are the brown ones. And basically what this is, if on your wizard's turn, if you have a buy potion action, you can move yourself anywhere within your district for free. Again, if I was a wizard and I left my district, I'd have to pay a coin for every one of these little bridges I moved over. But if I'm in my district, I can move over here to this spot with this woodcutter, and I could spend 1 coin, because that's how much it's worth here, in order to gain a ash twig, which is a brown ingredient. Now, these cost different things at different houses. This butcher here has 2 coins needed for his. This hunter here would require 3 coins for theirs. So it really all depends on where you are and what ingredients you're looking for. The ingredients are important because each ingredient you buy goes into one of these 3 bags. You can hold 3 ingredients. You can buy as many ingredients as you want from a villager so long as you have the spaces to go. So this woodcutter, I could buy 1, I could buy 2, I could buy all 3 and just load myself up for some random reason. I need to have at least these particular ingredients in order to make my way up this track here in order to break the curse. Once I have these filled, I can make my way back to my wizard's laboratory right here and trade in ingredients to move this marker up the scale. So I would need to trade in a green one to put this here, a brown one to put it here, and then a black one. And you have to follow the path all the way up until you hit the final spot right here, the final gold thing, which if this goes up here, bloop, and does that, ta-da, the wizard is cured of his lichenism. So good for him. Coins, as I mentioned before, are very valuable and they're very hard to come by. There's two ways to get them. The first way you can get them is by doing a steal action. Moving yourself onto a spot with a villager in the house, you can see how many coins not only it costs to buy a potion, but these are also the amount of coins that the villager has within their house. Our wizard is not a very nice wizard at all. He's very much in it for himself, so he's going to try to steal from the villagers. You see how many coins they have, and you can steal up to that amount. Say I chose to try to steal all three here. I would then go over to my six-sided dice, roll it, and if the number is higher than 3, I would be able to steal them all. Unfortunately, it is the exact number, so I wouldn't be able to steal anything. So that's a 50-50 shot to get 3. If I was going for 4, I would need to roll a 5 or a 6, things along that ways. If it's an area that does not have a villager, like say it got eaten by the ravenous wolf, then all I could ever do is steal 1 coin from somebody that's not in the house. So it doesn't matter how many coins it shows, I would only ever be able to steal 1. The other way, I just want to move him down here, right here, because this is actually the starting position for the wizard. The other way that you earn is by casting spells. Now, I have 4 spells that I pulled from the spell book right here. The symbology is a little odd. You're gonna have to play it a few times in order to realize what it is, but what I also like to do is I like to keep this particular part of the book open, which shows the spell card index for the wizard and then the power card index for the monster, and it gives a very detailed explanation about what each thing does. So you're able to read through this, you know, okay, so that's exactly what that does, that's what this does. So like this what is that? Diplosis right here, you can go into here. Where's my magnify? There it is. Find it on there. There you go. Gain an amount of coins equal to the amount of coins you already have. Coins are limited to a value of 25, which means the wizard can only ever have 25 coins on him at most. So that's what this does. Now, when you need to cast a spell, not only do you need an action to do it if you are the wizard versus the ravenous beast, and I'll show you what that means in a moment, but you also need the various components to do it as well. Whether it be a particular ingredient, so it's like a black claw, the mandrake green, purple, or brown, but sometimes you need to be in a particular location in order to do it as well. Like this butcher's broth, which is really good, I would need a green ingredient, and I would need to be right here on this particular spot in order to be able to cast that spell. The good thing about casting spells, as you can see in the corner, are gold. You earn that much gold whenever you cast a spell. So it's worth it in order to do that. Spells come in 2 types, instant, which happen 1 time and 1 time only, and then continuous effects. These are now new passives that are part of the wizard's abilities. This one, this Gift of Gab, means that I can minus 1 coin at the market. The market is right here. It's the only spot with 5, and if I buy from the market, I can buy any ingredient I want. It doesn't matter, and that's going to be very helpful going forward. Now, with that all said and done, I'm going to go ahead and do the wizard's turn, and then from there I'll explain what happens with the wolf. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the Rabid Monster deck. Again, this is Wizard versus Rabid Monster, 1 versus AI. We're going to be grabbing 4 cards from here. So we got 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Now, the weird thing about the Wizard versus the Rabid Monster is that you do have your choices, like a lot of choices in terms of what you can do on your turn, but you're also very limited. I choose 3 out of these 4 cards, and that basically tells me what actions I'm going to be able to do on my turn. This one enables me to steal. This one enables me to buy a potion. This one I can buy a potion, or I can mix a potion should I happen to get back to my laboratory. Same thing for this one with mixing a potion down here, but then this also enables me to possibly cast a spell. These are either or, so I can't do both. It's one or the other. This is also very important because this is the order in which the monster, once it gets to their turn, will eat villagers. So if I steal first, he's going to try to hunt down a purple villager and kill them first. Then the next one, etc., etc. If the monster eats a lot of people, it's going to build up this curse meter, and if the curse meter ever hits the top of the board, the monster immediately wins. Now, what do I want to do? I definitely would like... I'd like to take some coins for one, but I'd also like to buy some potions. I am going to go ahead, and the problem is there's black, brown, and white all within this area. Purple's way far over here. So as much... Man, where am I going to go? All right, so I'm going to try to do a stealing action first. So it's going to be the first thing I do right here. I'm just going to move these over. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move up here to this green villager right there. And I'm going to attempt to steal 3 out of the 4 coins. That's pretty reasonable, I'd have to say. Hopefully logical. Oh, man. Oh, I would have gotten all 4. That's okay. That's okay. I like that. That's still good. So I got 3 out of the 4 coins. I have 3 coins already. So that would bring me to 6 coins right there, which is good. And now what I want to do is... I want to spend some other stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is, this is actually just going to be a money grabber right now in order to try to gain as much as I can. I'm going to go and do, actually, let's do this one. Let's do that villager next, buying potions. So I'm going to go all the way down here to this brown villager, and I can buy, what is it, his ingredient for 1. So I'm actually just going to take the 1. Pop that right here. And I'll take the 1. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to cast a spell. Where are you? Get over. Get off. Come on, TTS. Thank you. Work with me here. Thank you. And so when you cross over these bridges, it's either going to cost 1 coin in order to do that, or what it could do is you could spend an action in order to do it. You have 3 actions per turn unless this meter gets up really high. Well, I'll explain that meter in a moment. If you use an action to cross the bridge, you don't have to pay anything, no matter how many times you do it. So I'm actually just going to spend the coin because I don't have any more actions. I'm going to go over here. Blip, blip, blip. I'm going to go all the way to this tower. That is going to cost a coin because I went over the bridge. Come on. So... just going to take the 4 coins. This isn't going to really matter much anyway in the long run. And I'm going to cast this spell. I'm going to use my brown root. And I'm going to gain coins equal to however many I have. So I have 4, and I'm going to gain 4 coins. So that means I have 8 money. And I am very happy with having that. This has been used. So we'll just kind of pop that over here. That's fine. And that is the end of my turn. Now, because I have only 3 cards in my hand, I get to go ahead and redraw up the Revenant for 1 black, an instant thing. Let's see. The Revenant. Okay, we got. Draw a random villager from the bag. Roll. Oh, so basically it's spawning a villager. Okay, so that's what that is. Now, at the beginning of my next turn, I'm going to start spawning villagers because I'm telling you right now, things are going to start getting messy around here. So let's go ahead and set this up. And here comes the wolf. Bah, now we're at nighttime and there's the wolf. So the way that the wolf's phase works is that he actually draws from his power deck first. He'll have the same type of requirements for cards, but because this is the Ravonous Wolf, he actually doesn't have to pay any of them. So I'm just going to give this a quick shuffle and then draw the first one, flip it over, and boom. So Spell Writer's Block. This is actually, so normally if you were playing somebody that was just playing as the wolf, they would need to have a red, I think that's red, maybe that's black, whatever, a black villager in their stomach, and they would have to pay energy. That's what the, coins for wizard is energy for wolf. However, wolf in the Ravonous form doesn't need energy or any of this. This just automatically happens. This is a Spell Writer's Block, which actually connects right to my wizard. I'm going to put it up here for right now, and just to let you know what that does. Ooh, wrong way. go over here, magnify. I think it's over this way. Spell Writer's Block. Place in front of the wizard. The wizard does not draw spell cards. This card is discarded if the wizard buys gold dust. So, basically, I have 4 spell cards. That's all I can draw, or that's all I can use until I buy a gold dust, like from this merchant. Now, with that said, the monster is now going to go and start eating villagers. He's going to start with the far left one, which is purple. So he will move on over. The wolf is able to move 2 spaces. So that's only 1. If the purple villager was up here, he'd be able to get it. If the purple villager was up here 3 spaces away, then the wolf could eat a sheep in order to move that extra space. The wolf will be able to move across these. From here to here is 1 space because it's 1 connected road technically. So we have done this one, so that's finished. This is also finished, by the way, so we'll just throw that together. So you have been eaten. He's going to go after a white villager now, which is 1, 2 away, also right here. So you have been eaten as well. We'll flip that over. And he's going to go after a black villager, which he definitely can, is right here, up over this side, bloop, and eat that one. So he has eaten 3 villagers in the first turn. This is not going to be an uncommon thing, by the way. He's going to be eating a lot of villagers very quickly in the beginning. It'll help us out here and there. So now that he has eaten 3 villagers, that means the curse increases by 3 points, but then the panic meter goes up by 3. Once the panic meter hits certain areas, I get benefits as the wizard. This means that my potions cost 1 less. This means that when I spawn a villager, which I'm going to do right now, I actually do not do that. And this means I gain 1 extra action a turn. And these are cumulative. So if it gets ever up here into the 9, I get an extra action. 1 doesn't spawn and potions cost 1 less. All of these go back to the bag. This isn't going to work, is it? It never works the way I wanted to the first shot. Oh, it did. Wow, that was kind of weird that it worked first shot. We'll shuffle that a bunch of times. And then we'll go ahead and transform back into the wizard. Oh, daylight, the cursor. All right, the wizard has woken up from his weird night, probably with some weird indigestion problems and everything, and now he has to figure out what he needs to do. So that's pretty much how these work. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to roll a d20, and it's going to tell me spot 6. So I would find on the board spot 6. Now, here's spot 6. Spot 6 is taken up by a villager. Whatever I pull here can now go to any space I want because spot 6 already has a villager on it. So this black one can go, I could use that, but there's ones up there that are like better. I'm actually going to put him right down here. I'll put him there. I don't need him for anything right now. Especially not here because that's 3 coins and that's not a thing that I want. I do want green. Green is like something that I really, really need. And the cheapest green, I think, is all the way over here at 1. Yeah, way over there. Of course, 2 sections away because I'm over here. Anyway, let's go ahead and draw our 4 cards. Do that one. Let me move up a little bit just so I can have a better view of this. 2. Oh, wrong one. Come here. Let's put that down. Let's reshuffle that. 3 and 4. All right, so now let me see what I want to do and in what order. All right, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, and I'm going to buy a potion. Now, I'm going to need to spend a few golds here, so I'm going to spend 1 to move myself up and over here. What are you? Are you 2? You are 2. What are you? You're 2 as well. It does actually, at this point, doesn't really matter. We'll go right here. That's fine. So I will spend 2 gold. So that's 1, 2 to buy this wolf's claw right here. Now, I'm going to immediately use this one to cast a spell, and I'm going to cast this Spectral Skeleton Key, which basically gives me advantage on stealing. So I roll the dice twice, I take the better result of sorts. I'll reread that to make sure that that's exactly what it is, but regardless of anything, I'm going to activate that by spending the black, and then I also gain 5 coins, so now I have 10. So positive is always the best way to go with that. Final thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to steal, I'm actually going to buy another potion, And that would be, we're going to go to this spot right here. So it's going to be moving over and down. And that's going to be 2 gold that I spend. So I'll put this 5 back and take 3. 1, 2. So I have the exact same amount, by the way. And I'm going to buy this gold piece, pop that here. And because I bought the gold piece, this goes away. So I can just bring that down, and I'll put that down here as like the wolf discard pile. So that was my turn. It wasn't the greatest. I need to really start figuring out better ways in order to start getting more stuff. I want to get up here to get the green, because green's kind of important. These are cheap brown ones over here, some cheap black ones, so things along that ways. But based on where I am, it's going to help out a lot with the wolf not going anywhere, and you'll see that in a moment. But because I got rid of that card, I can actually draw this and get hypnotized. This is pretty much, I can spend a green and move a villager anywhere I want, which is really good, actually. Maybe I should just go for the greens, grab a few greens, and then figure out where I want to go from there. All right, yeah, all right. Let's see that. Let's switch over to the wolf. All right, howling at midnight for this guy here. And we first need to go on over and draw one of this. What do we got here? Monstrous Leap. All right, so this is what he does. Let's go to the book and see exactly what Monstrous Leap does as a... here we go. Roll the 20-sided die and move the rabid monster to the corresponding house. This could be really bad or really good. I don't feel like there's any in between. 13. So he is going to go to spot 13, which is right here. Okay. Actually, this isn't so bad at all. He needs to eat brown. The closest, there's a brown here, which is 1, 2, 3 spaces away. He can get to it. 1, 2, 3 spaces away. He can get to that as well. He can get to that by doing this, by eating a sheep. So he would eat the sheep, and that would actually increase his movement by 1 space. If they were 4 away, he wouldn't be able to get there. But he can go 1, 2, 3, bloop, and eat this brown one right there. He then can go to the second brown one, which is right next to him. So he'll eat that. Now, normally, I would say he would eat this white one because he's 2 away. However, according to the rules, and again, anybody out there can correct me or whatever, it says down here, the same procedure is followed for each of the next, second, and third cards used by the wizard, if any, or until the monster has eaten at least 3 villagers and or sheep. He has eaten at least 3. 1 sheep, 2 is this woodcutter, 3 is that woodcutter. So I would say this doesn't happen because he's already eaten 3, and this just kind of gets foregone. So we can flip these back over. We'll take all of these cards, put them back into the deck if it lets me, please. There we go. Flip that back over, shuffle, 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 shuffle. And now we have over here. Sheep don't count as moving up the curse at all, but he still ate 2 people, so it's going to go 1, 2. And this is going to go up 1, 2, which is great for me because at least now my potions cost 1 less. Things that cost 1 are now technically free. Whoops, hang on a second. I don't want to... The sheep themselves, they stay in a reserve pile for later. I can get rid of the sheep through certain magic spells. And as you can see, the sheep are very useful for the wolf because he eats them and they give him that extra boost of energy that he needs in order to move on. So, wolf's turn is done. Changing in front of you. And there we are. Let's go ahead and roll the dice. It is an 8. There's a white villager already on the 8, so let's just shuffle that around and pull a brown. Do I want to just drop that right here with me right now and use my first? I know I'm going to get a buy action, that's why. I could, man. I wish I had more. The gold, it sucks to buy the gold now because I don't really need it for anything. Crow. No, I'm going to put you at 10. Put you there. I need to get myself somewhere where there's a cheap green. And right now, you're free. You're 3. You're 3. You're 2. Man, they're so far away. All right. What do we got? First, steal action, spell, or Another steal action. Now I'm just, wow. Okay, apparently he just wants me to steal things, apparently, this turn. Which I guess is not the worst idea if I have, I mean, getting money is never bad. That'll get me the ability to move all different types of places. All right, maybe that's the best thing I do now. Just do a bunch of steal actions. Let me just make sure what this spectral skeleton key is. All right, basically all it is I get to roll the dice twice. So if I like the first result, I can keep it. Otherwise that I can roll again. I'm just going to be taking all 3 steal actions. We're going to go 1, 2, and that's really what this is going to be. It's going to be, I mean, I could just do 2 steal actions and keep it the way it is. No, we'll do a third one. I'll just do the 3rd steal action. That's fine. So we'll flip that back over. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up here to this greenhouse, and we're going to try to steal from this guy 3 times. And every time I'm going to try to steal 4 coins from him. So first steal, here we go. Now remember, my spectral ski lets me re-roll if I need to. So first roll, I got a 6. So guess what? I got 4 coins. We'll put this back. This is going to make me a rich wizard, which is going to be amazing. All right, so that's that one. Second steal. Ready? Whoops, not what I wanted. First roll. Yes! Oh, yes. We'll put that back. And we'll take another 5 coins. That's great. So I have 5, 10, 12 coins. Somehow I feel like that's... Oh, wait, no. This 5 is mine. What am I doing? There we go. Okay, yeah, I was right. There we go. That's what I thought. Okay, so here we go. 16 coins right now. So flip that back over, and now we have the next one. Roll. We're stealing for 4 again, and I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I did it. Holy jeez. Boom. There we go. Okay, so I have 20 coins right now. 25 is my max. This is going to be amazing once I get to the next turn for the wizard. So I'm going to flip these back over, because this is the order that the wolf is going to eat them in. Before we do anything else, wizard comes off, wolf goes on, and this could screw me over, so we shall see what this is. Extra serve. Okay, so basically what this means is that I put a sheep from the reserve into each one of the pastures. So bump, bump, and bump. There you go. That's just more sheep for the wolf to eat if he needs be. Now, he needs to get to a purple. Guess what? This purple's way far away. He is nowhere near able to get that at all. That gets foregone. Yellow is next. There is only 1 yellow right here for this merchant. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, like way far away. Not going to be able to get to it. This black one right here, he's not going to be able to get to it either, because he needs to be able to eat a sheep first before he takes 3 movement. He could, 1, 2, 3, but because he is not adjacent to any sheep, that doesn't matter either. And because he didn't eat anybody, this does go down 1, but because it's still in the yellow, I still get my discount. Oh my goodness. That was actually a really, really good evening. A really good run for the wizard there. Can we flip that back? Thank you so much. Now, oh boy, that was great. Okay, this is going to help me out so much. I'm going to move. I'm going to get greens. I'm going to get all kinds of stuff this round. Start collecting. Start getting to where I get to. Start casting spells. Let's do this if TTS actually allows me to. Thank you so much. Cast a spell, buy a potion. Buy a potion. That's what I want. Thank you. Yep. Let's go ahead and stealing or cast a spell and buy a potion or steal. Okay, so what order am I doing all of this in? Actually, before I do any of that, we need to figure out where another villager goes. So spot 14, there is a merchant there. We get to grab one from the bag, which is a brown, which I am actually going to put right here. Okay, so if I do that, this green gives me, I can spend 2 in order to get it. Maybe I should just hang around here, try to move this up a little bit, because then I can get the black one next turn and use my gold and then start really working out from there. Let's do that. Let's do we'll do an immediate buy action from where I am. So again, I have the discount, so that only costs 2. So I'll spend 5, getting 3 back. So 1, 2, 3 to buy the green. I will then do my other buy action, which is this one right here, to move down and get a brown for free because of the discount. And then I will go ahead and move myself to my wizard's laboratory and use the potion mixing ability to spend a green and a brown in order to move this up 2. So now I really just need, I have a black, or I have a gold, I'm sorry, I have the gold dust, which is right there. So I just need a black and I can start moving that up. And then this butcher block gives me a black and a white for a green, which would then be the next 2 things there. So that's kind of how that's going to work for right now. With that all said and done, let's go ahead to the wolf. You come off. You are now on the wizard spot. We'll flip this over and see what awfulness is here. What is that? Digest mutton chops. Okay. This turn, if the Ravonous Monster eats at least 1 sheep, curse increases by 1. Okay, so if he eats a sheep, then it's going to go up by 1. That's actually not going to... Well, actually, will it happen? No. Well, actually, no, it might. It really might. He's going after green first, and that is 2-way. So he's going to go 1, 2, because he was here. Yeah, that green is too far away. So he would definitely eat that one first. So that's 1. We'll put it in the belly. Just put it in the belly of the beast. Move you over a little bit, maybe. There you go. He's going to eat another green, which is 1, 2. Oh, yeah, there it is, actually. So, yeah. So that's going to go there. And he'll go 1, 2, 3, all the way over here. Fallen over from being so stuffed from eating farmers. And there you go. So he's not going to go after the brown one, which wouldn't matter because I don't think there's any brown ones in his path anyway. And yeah, so, okay, so that did not work out as well as I was hoping it would, simply because he ate the sheep. So with that, it automatically goes up by 1. And now he's eaten 2, so that goes up 1, 2, and then that goes up 1, 2 as well. So now I'm not spawning anything on the field as well. I remember, the only reason that it went up because of the sheep was because of this power card right here, which said if I ate a sheep, it would go up by 1. He's getting very close to winning, but the last 2 times I played this against the monster, yes, the monster won, unfortunately, but because he keeps eating everyone, I can kind of get in a position where he won't be able to eat anything, and I'll be able to do what I need to do and get to here, because now that's 4 instead of, well, technically because I'm buying a potion, these are 3. So I can go here and buy any potion I want for 3 apiece. That's actually really, really good now that I think about that. Is the wizard's turn. Back up here to 19. Let's shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We will not be spawning in a new guy because of the panic level is up so high. And here we go. We get to buy or brew, do a spell, do another buy, and do another buy. Okay, let's see. Okay. We are going to first buy. We're going to move ourselves up all the way up here to spot 16 with this green farmer. It would normally cost 1 with a discount, but instead we can just buy it as is. Blop. I can then cast a spell, right? Can I actually do this? Yes, I can. Good. It is going to cost me 1 gold in order to, or 1 coin to move where I want to move to. So I'm going to move down here to the lookout tower, which I assume that's what that is. And we're going to go ahead and cast Butcher's Broth. So I'm at the lookout tower. It does cost a mandrake root, which I have. And then I gain a wishbone and a wolf's claw. So there we go. That's my 3 ingredients right now in my bag. I have used this so that can go away and I can actually draw something else. I'm looking for a very specific card right now, but there's still 14 cards to go through. So I may get it, I may not. And then we're going to go ahead and do this for the potion brewing. We will spend 1 of our coins to move ourselves into our hut in order to go black gold, and white. Yeah! All right, there we go. Sorry about that. I realized that I grabbed the farmer instead of the wizard. So the wizard's right there. I wanted to clean this up a little bit. And so I had black, gold, and white. So, all right. So that's really good. We are working our way up right now. We need to be able to get black, brown, green, and then move our way around that way. Black's right here. The brown right next to us, which is really good as well. So we'll see how this works out. We don't need this, so I'll just shove that back here. And now it is, well, let's first draw from our spells. Whoops. Get back there, Hypnotize. I'll use you later, actually. New farmhand. Okay, so it's basically spawning 2 on the board at the farmhouse. Where is that? That's up there. That might not be the worst thing in order to use as well. Oh, you know what I forgot to do as well? Haha! Money, 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 because I earned 5 gold from casting Butcher's Broth. So I have 21 coins. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. I should just go here, buy what I want, and try to go back and forth. So that's, I'm pretty sure I need a separate buy action whenever I change the color of whatever it is that I buy. So I'm going to go with that. I'll have to check the rule book really quickly in between. But for right now, it is the wolf's turn. We'll put you here, you here. I'm pretty sure that I'm in a really good position as long as this doesn't screw me over, which it quite often does. Oh, it's an immediate effect where the curse goes up 1 like that. Oh man, you're getting a lot of those like random things. Now, he's going to go after a green. Closest green is up here. That's 1, 2, 3 away. He's actually not adjacent to any sheep, so he can't get there. There's nothing he can get. Next is black, which is right here. 1, 2. He'll go right here next to this guy and eat that one. And then white is his last one, which is 1, 2. Yep, he'll get that because he'll eat the sheep in order to gain the boost of energy. 1, 2, 3. Back over here. Yes, I know. Those butchers, they just have all the meat on them and with them and everything. With that said, he ate 3, but that's also the end of his eating phase anyway. 2 villagers were eaten. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Now, what's good is that I have an extra action every turn. So those 4 that I draw, I can use all 4 in order to be able to do things on my turn. Will that help me? Will that be enough in order to do what I got to do in order to like speed break this curse? I hope so, but we will have to see what it is that I pull from here. Can you get in? There we go. Shuffle, 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 and now we're on to the next round. All right, for the wizard, it's 1 action per ingredient that you can buy from the market, so it's not like I can buy 3 greens in 1 shot from the market. It's like every single thing I buy from that needs to have a different, a separate action. Anyway, what I can do here, let me see. What might be the best thing I can do? I'm actually looking at some of my other stuff here. Hypnotize allows me to kind of move a villager to an empty house. The Revenant and New Farmhands both put people on the board, which is great. I need to be here in order to activate. Well, that's Gift the Gab. I don't need that. Hypnotize I can do anywhere. I just need a green in order to do it. All right, so technically I have 4 actions. So I can take these actions here in order to do something. However, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's do this buy action first. It doesn't matter, they're both white. Instead of using this as my 4th action, I'm going to use that in order to pass by these gates without having to pay anything. So technically I'm spending 2 actions in order to move from here to up here where this farmhand is, who has a 1 cost green, and I'm actually going to purchase 2 of them right now. 1 and 2. I'm going to use 1 for Hypnotize in a moment, but the first thing I want to do, you're a 2, you're a 1. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and we'll do another purchase. We'll go, oh man, I'm going to lose that black one, unfortunately. We'll go right here, and I will go ahead and man, you're 2, right? Oh yeah, you are 2. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So I'll spend 1 coin. Whoops, like so, in order to purchase this wolf's claw. So at least I have that, which is good. And then I will go ahead and use this one in order to cast a spell. I will cast Hypnotize, so I'll spend 1 of my greens in order to do it. This will actually gain me 5 coins, which is everything. I now have 25 coins altogether, which is amazing. And this means that I can, let me just make sure I got this correct here. Choose a specific villager from the bag, roll the 20 dice and replace it in the corresponding hand. All right, I chose the butcher because I wouldn't mind having that out there. Let's go ahead and give this a roll. And this says 5. 5 is, I believe it's, yep, 5 is up here with the hunter. So I get to put him in any open spot I want. I'm actually going to put him, we're going to put him right, oh boy, there's a lot. The problem is there's so many villagers on this side where I need to be, where this hut is. And the 1, 2, no, I got to put him here. I got to put him here in order to make sure that he survives. So that's good. That's right there. I've used Hypnotize. I've gained that. Let's go ahead and draw from here. Flip this over. Distract. What does that do? There it is. Distract. Discard a permanent power in front of the monster. Oh, that's really good. Do I need anything for that? I just need to be, I need to be in like this wishing well place. Oh, right there. This is where I need to be. Right there. Okay. And then I can get rid of, well, he doesn't have anything permanent in front of him anyway, until I flip this over and it's 1. Just watch it. All right, so I didn't use this. Gone. We are now transforming right in front of this hunter. He's not going to be able to kill me because I'm too much of a monster for him. And flip. And this goes in front of me. Squeaky boots. This is disadvantage when stealing, by the way. You roll twice and you take the worst. So that's why I was thinking the other one was advantage. It kind of isn't, but it is. I will get rid of this once I make a steal action. The good thing is, I don't think I'll be doing that for the rest of this game, so that doesn't mean anything. Now, white villager, all the way over here, so we skip this one, but unfortunately because he's in the space with this one villager, he is going to nom on him, which means this goes up 1. This goes up to max, and he is very close to making a permanent curse happen. Which again is something that I have yet to be able to beat this particular mode, but I'm hoping it right now. I have a lot of faith in terms of like the fact that I have so much money on me. So let's shuffle that up. Good. We'll go ahead and switch ourselves back to the wizard, draw our 4 cards, and see what we can do. So number 1, nope, there we go. Okay, good. Purchasing our potions, casting a spell, purchasing, and purchasing. All right, I'm going to try my best to try to stay away from some of the brown villagers, but I don't know how good that's going to happen. So we'll do this first. So we're going to do purchasing. I'm going to cross over 1, 2. So I will spend 2 of my coins, because why not? We'll go here, and we're right there. Whoops, sorry about that woodcutter. I tripped over one of your logs. I'm sorry. He is a 1 cost area, and I have my discount, so we get that for free. We will then go ahead and mix our potion. So we'll go back to our hut, where we will spend a wolf's claw to move that here, a ash twig to move that here, and the mandrake root whoosh to move that up here. We can then cast a spell or continue to purchase. My next purchase would have to be white, which is right here. I would have to eat him if I was anywhere near him, so I don't think I want to do that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. We're going to do that, and I will once again spend 2. 1. No, I won't spend 2, actually. I take that back. Bring that back here, because I'm going to forego this last action right here in order to make this count as 2 actions to go all the way up, to go all the way up to this noble who is selling their potions for 1 apiece. What? And I think what I'm going to do then is I'm going to buy 2 of them. And in the next turn, I'll cast Gift the Gab just to help out a little bit more. So 1, 2 to buy 1, 2. I kept talking about me getting that discount at the market. I realized that technically I don't have it yet until I actually purchase this, in which case then at the market they would cost me 3 a piece. So I'll be able to do that next turn, and that also gives me 7 gold, and that'll max me out, which is nuts. And I cast it literally right here, so it's kind of another thing about that. So that is going to be the end of... Whoa, can we spin you back, please? Thank you, TTS. Of the wizard's turn. I didn't cast any spells, nothing along that way. Oh my, says the noble, because they're not used to seeing such horrid things in front of them. Take you, flip, and this goes to me. Shaky hands. This is another one that goes to the wizard. And this, there it is. When taking steal actions, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. That means nothing because I'm not going to be doing any steal actions. So another one that is like whatever to me. Brown. Any brown in front of you? Anywhere even close? I mean, you're way over there. You're not near any sheep, so nay. White, again, you're way over here, so that's not going to happen. Bloop. However, no, I'm not. I actually won't be able to go anywhere because I'm not adjacent to sheep. This one black hunter right here is actually 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 away. Because I'm not near any sheep, it doesn't matter. See how it works out a little bit better when you're not flooding the board with villagers and then like the monster runs out of things to eat? That's kind of the main point of this. You know, he's going to build up this curse so fast, but it just gives you a little bit more leeway room when running around the board, because if you kind of stick to the corners away from villagers, the well, this actually goes down 1 as well, by the way. Did it go down 1 last turn too? No, I think he ate something. I think he ate, so it didn't really matter. The panic does go down if he doesn't eat anybody, but I'm still gaining that 4th action right here, for now at least. And honestly, so long as it doesn't go past orange, then I'm fine, and I don't think that's going to really matter. So 1, 2, wow, 3, and a 4. I do want to cast spells for sure, but I do also need a green, which is right here. So why don't we first... I want to stay away from the green, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to do this to move next door 1. Bloop, hey, farmer, I need to purchase a mandrake root from you. Ah, yes, young wizard, please. Take all you need, just 1, my pockets are full. And then, sorry, I like getting into it sometimes, it's fun. We'll go here, and we'll walk down to this little spot right there. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it is what it is. We will spend a purple in our spot as well. So we'll do this and that in order to get the gift for Gab. Now, whoops, as I flip it around, enjoy. Come on, thank you. The market now sells items for 3 coins instead of 4, which is great. I could cast another one. I could cast another spell if I wanted to, but I don't really feel the need, right? I'm going to do a little bit of retcon right here because I realize that I don't need green. I am on green. So I needed black, and that would be what this guy is. He is 2. So I'm going to spend a coin, and I'm going to trade this for the wolf claw. So pretend I was up here with him. I walked down and bought this, and then I went up here to cast the spell, which is what I did. And now I'm going to actually go buy another ingredient. And for that, I'm going to make my way over here. Now I know I cast the spell, so might as well just kind of grab all these coins and just bring them back anyway. We'll leave 1 coin there because I needed it. No, I needed 2 coins based on where I went. 2. Over here to the butcher. That requires 2 coins as well. What do I got? I got 3. You know, I'm just going to spend all 3 because I think I might have messed up somewhere along the way. Coins. So just going to toss that last one. I'm fine otherwise. That buys me the wishbone. And that will be white, purple, and black in order to get through those 3 right there, which is great. And that is going to be all I do. I forego this action. So these are the only 3 I've taken. Let's figure out what this is. There's a card in here that basically gives me a 4th pouch, which is detrimental to really moving that thing along faster. Unholy Protection. This might be something I really like. Discard a permanent. Oh no, it's the same thing. Oh, they do the same thing. Distract and Unholy Protection do the exact same thing. Okay, never mind. Never mind. They're just, one requires a spot and a route, and the other does not, right? Oh no, I'm sorry. This lets me get rid of any one of the permanents in front of me. This one is anyone in front of the wolf. Okay, well that makes more sense now. Speaking of the wolf, let's go ahead and, oh no. I saw something here that I did not actually consider. He's right next to this green right here. However, he can't make it anywhere else, so that's not so bad. Pending this isn't anything bad either. Nope, come on. Give me the top card. There we are. An immediate action, Taste of Rural Life. What does that do? Again, I could try to interpret the symbols, I should say, but I'd rather just go right here and see what is... Oh, there it is. Over here. Okay, a Taste of Rural Life. Roll the 20-sided die twice. Eat any villagers in the corresponding houses. If at least one villager was eaten, curse increases by 1. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That literally could kill me. So let's move this up here. All right. Roll. First roll is a 14. 14 has a merchant. So that gets eaten. Roll. An 18 has that dude right there. So both of these guys get eaten. Because that happened, the curse meter goes up 1. And the first thing he's going to eat is green. Over here, he'll eat this green one. There's no other green one for him to eat. And then the black hunter is too far away. But it doesn't matter. This green farmer goes into his belly, gets digested, moves up 1, and the curse is permanent. We are now permanently the wolf. Ooh. I'm just kind of curious where, like, maybe some of the spells I was looking for were. So, just want to see here. Oh, that just moves me up 1. That would have been great to have, just because. I think that just kind of gets me items, which is fine. I can swap guys. Don't care about that. That's just a free steal action every turn. That moves me to my place with that. I think there's my box of holding way down there. And there's one that drops the curse by 1. And then I think there's just a few other random things. Teleport, move me anywhere. Get rid of sheep. Transmute. I don't know what that does. I'm going to have to read. Actually, I want to see what transmute does really quickly before I go into my final thoughts. Whenever you mix cures with 3 or more ingredients at the same time, gain 2 coins. Okay, so that would just gain me more money. Hooray, hurrah. Which is what I would have done right here anyway, because all 3 of these would have gone and I would have been there. But as you can see, I made it about halfway up. The highest I've ever gotten was this green spot right here before the curse finally settled in and everything. But anywho, winding up right now. Thank you guys again. Let me know what you think of So You've Been Cursed down in the comment section below. What did you think of this playthrough and how this game plays, at least with, you know, a wizard versus AI monster? Have you seen my So You've Been Eaten playthroughs? If you haven't, I definitely recommend heading on over there, because that'll give you a good 2 very different games. Keep that in mind. They play very different, even though they're in the So You've Been universe. I'm going to call it that, by the way. LudiCreations, that's a free one for you if you want to go with that. And then just, you know, just all your overall thoughts. You know, are you going to be backing this game? Is this something that interests you? Have you watched other playthroughs of it and stuff like that? You know, I'd love to hear overall your opinions of that, whether it be here or on the Why I Backed video for this. But in any case, in order not to miss any future So You've Been action, whether it be cursed or eaten or anything else that they happen to put out, or, as I say, any other fun game and a video I put out for you to enjoy, be sure you are subscribed to the Home Gamer Dad. If you wish to support the channel even further, there are plenty of ways to do that down in the description section below. You know, just memberships, Patreon, you know, just checking out any links that I might have for things along that ways. But really, your view, your like, your subscribe, your share, your comments, all of that stuff really go a long way into me brewing the right potion I need in order to make this channel a monstrous success. I love that. You guys are amazing. Thank you again so much. Take care of yourselves and each other. We are family forever, gaming together until you actually see this on my table, or at least the next video that I put out that, covers something here and there. You guys have a good one, and I will see you later.